Now, there's one place I know very, very well, and it's Portland, Oregon, USA. Moved away from the city for the last time several years ago. I was actually, in a way, before my time, being critical of the new Portlandia, or the real Portlandia, as I would call it, while Portland was still very, very popular. Well, here is the update now that I've been gone several years, thank God, from OregonLive.com, new survey. Portland's livability has fallen to a record low. It's certainly taken a hit, especially if you ask the residents. A new study by the Office of Portland's elected auditor says residents' opinion of the city's livability has dropped to a new low since it was first conducted 25 years ago. The share of Portlanders who rated the city's livability as good or very good dropped 16% points in 4 years, from 79% in 2016 to 63% in 2012, 79%, 63% in 2016. And one could say that that is inflated because a lot has changed in just a matter of a few years. What was suddenly, a very cool place for a lot of hipsters and people from LA and New York, all of a sudden becomes very oversaturated with a lot of the same type of fake personalities, not to mention the very stark increase in rent that not only the locals in Portland or people that moved there in the last few decades, but even people that moved in recent years, they're seeing how their little Portlandia dream is very different than what was presented on that TV show. And all I can say is, it's a very sad state of affairs for those individuals that chose to move to Portland because of what was portrayed on TV. Going back to the article, over the same 4-year period from 2012 to 2016, a big time of change. Oh yeah. Portlanders reversed their views on housing costs, with 59 now percent saying housing is not affordable. In 2012, only 20% said housing was unaffordable. So you have to factor in the increase in property taxes. You have to factor in people on Social Security, the elderly, people that have lived in Portland their whole lives. You think they were actually ready for that wave after 2012 where all those younger people started moving in from all over the country? I mean, some of those people lost their homes and are losing their homes because they're unable to keep up with the property tax. I mean, that was an issue in and of itself. And we haven't even scratched the surface regarding corruption within the city. Sitting on houses, driving their property values up while people freeze in the streets. Their views of city services fell to record lows, in particular when it came to road repair. And Portlanders felt that they have less influence in city government decisions. Well, that's obvious. You can take a look at some of the videos that I put out there. People literally being thrown out on their ass. And just a lot of stuff happening in one place. That's why I left. Back to the article. One bright spot, question mark. The auditor's office found 34% of Portlanders participated in city parks and recreation programs in 2016. Oh, yay. An increase compared with 2012. So a lot of things have changed. Let's go look at some of the comments. And there's one thing about Portlanders, man. They are pissed off people in the comment section. Tony says, this city sucks. Continuing on. Pro Portland says, Portland's arts are Bush League and not well funded. Mass transit is slow and unreliable, and fiscally not sustainable. Roy's girl says the Republicans will fix it. They think Trump will fix everything now. So here's to you Republicans. Go fix it. We have another person here complaining about the roads and the bridges. Another person says, woohoo! Spread this information far and wide as possible. I mean, internationally too. There are tons of people eyeing Portland in the UK. Believe it or not. Oh, trust me. SW River Rat, I believe it. I remember hearing about the publication in Europe where they're calling Portland #1 place in the world to move, and I'm like, oh shit, not good. SW River Rat continues, this is a terrible place to live, horrible weather, expensive housing, nothing to do. It's time to flip the script on Portlandia. Maybe we could still save our little city. SW River Rat, hate to tell you, man, Little Babylon is sinking. I would evacuate. Another person says, really? It took this long? We lived in Portland until last year. We moved and are not sad. Another person comments, we hope to join the exodus in the coming months. Another comment, Portland is a sewer and getting worse. This is what happens when liberals run a city. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, there was a time where people would literally treat me like crap, and now the mainstream media runs articles about public opinion changing in Portland. Go figure. I'm Alex Ansary. It's December 28th, 2016. Like this video, subscribe, and share it with others. Help the masses, the zombies, see the Portland for what it really is.